Chris Keleher here from the Chris Keleher team with our weekly blog series. Today we're going to be talking about the big news from CMHC, which applies to uninsured mortgages. Those are mortgages without 20% down, and these changes come in effect on July 1st this year. So there will be a bit of a push for people to get in ahead of that, but let's go over the changes. There's three main changes, and these changes have been brought into effect based on some exposure and vulnerability in the financial markets that they anticipate being long-term, and this is to sort of cover those financial markets. So let's go over the three main things, some more impactful than others. The first one, adjustment in the minimum credit score. It used to be 640, it's not going to be 680. I'm not sure that's going to be a huge deal for too many buyers. And number two, this one could have a bigger impact. This is non-traditional down payments, such as borrowed down payments from mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, or any unsecured lines of credit. So those aren't going to be allowed anymore. So sometimes people borrow the money to get that down payment. That's how they get themselves in the door, and then they pay back that to their family members and such. So that's going to be pretty impactful, I would think. Number three is something that probably have the biggest effect, and that's the adjustment in the debt servicing ratio. Now, pretty complicated terms and numbers there, but basically it could have up to a 12% effect on the buying power for buyers. So what that means directly is, as an example, if you were qualified for $540,000 purchase at 10% down, that purchase is going to go down by about 12% to about $470,000. So some people that are sort of borrowing or buying up to their limits are going to see that change. So you might lose out on a little bit of buying power and the house that you really want to get. Okay, quick recap is your credit score, lowest credit score from 640 to 680. The second thing is the untraditional down payments, borrowed or unsecured lines of credit. And then the adjustment in the debt servicing ratio, which is going to adjust purchasing power by about 12%. So this is going to have a big impact on some buyers that are putting down less than 20% on the purchase of their home and doing it from July 1st moving forward. So anybody that needs to buckle up and get that in, better get it in soon. But otherwise, we're going to see this adjustment, and that's just to protect us all long-term going forward because of the vulnerabilities in the financial market caused by this COVID-19 pandemic. And at this point, there's a lot of uncertainty. We don't know where it's going to go, but you can check our website for more details in this. And big shout out to James Harrison at mortgages.ca for giving us this information and helping us get this blog ready. We'll see you next week.